Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? I'm back at it again. Uh, this time I'm gonna start to work on my headers. These are the new headers that I told you about in my prior videos. They're Flowtech. I know they're not the best headers and could have gone with something else better. But my main point of my car right now is to get it into a decent driving condition, which I have it all put back together, except for when I took it out to drive. I was driving it around. It was sputtering, or it wasn't really sputtering, like it wanted to die when you accelerate. So I think it's either my ECM or my or I got a vacuum leak or something else going on with it. But I'm not gonna get it to run right if I don't have everything reading right. And with my old headers, it has the what do you call it? The O2, the oxygen sensor bung welded closed, because the prick who supposedly knew what he was doing and fabbing up, and you're just talking out his ass, saying that he knew what he was doing and he was gonna do some custom work. Yeah, he did some custom stuff, custom crap is what he did. And he, for some reason, decided not to add my O2 sensors, which of course made my car run like crap. But I was younger and I didn't really know much about anything. I was still wet behind the ears, even more than I am now. So what I did is I sandblasted them, because the coating that they come with is just really mainly on there to keep it from rusting while it's on the shelf. And so anyhow, I sandblasted them. I'll put some pictures. And I went ahead and I probably could have done better, but I did a decent job. Some of this VHT flame-proof header paint. And the best for it to really stick, you got to put several coats. And after you apply, you do a little fog spray, and then a heavier, and then the third, of course, a heavy coat. Then you're supposed to bake them. I don't have an oven, and I don't have a way to heat them up, and I don't want to install them in the car and then have to take them out and repaint the areas that I missed, or the spots that are burned through. So what I did is I hung them up, and I have one of these map torches. And what I did, I turned it on, and the best way is to start from down here and just keep moving it from pipe to pipe, heating it up until it starts smoking, and it'll bake the paint on there. So I did that a few times, and then I went and sprayed another heavy coat on them, heated it, and of course I did it for a third time. I went ahead and heated it up again, and like I said, it seems like it stuck on there really good. Another thing, these headers, they come with the O2 bung, the oxygen sensor bung welded on, but the thing is, it's not drilled through all the way, so you're gonna have to get a drill and of course put the hole through it. Okay, so here's my Y pipe. One thing I didn't really like about it is, you see in there how they welded it up and they left that what was it, 1/4 inch piece, that's kind of sticking out. And of course it's a 2.5 inch exhaust, and it might kill some power, but for a 305 and everything stock, it'll be fine. And the one thing I want to do before I even install it is right here, this extra lip. I want to go ahead and get a die grinder and cut, not all the way to the edge, but pretty damn near close. And that way, of course, it doesn't restrict any of the exhaust. So yeah, that's the only thing about the Y pipe that I've seen that I really don't like. Okay, so it goes like this. Of course, it hooks up to the headers right there, it connects. And really, at the joints, I wanted to go with the 2.5 inch fuck, I forget what they're called, these clamps, not the saddle clamps. I didn't really want to use the saddle clamps, but I might end up using them. Of course, that goes there. Well, like I was saying, of course, that hooks up to my header, my Y pipe. It's a Flowtech or Y pipe. Like I said, I'll put it in the description. The part number. Going to my high flow catalytic converter. I know what you're thinking. I could have gone with some $200, $300 catalytic converter, but there's no point in spending that much money for something that I'm going to use maybe a year, 2, 3 years maybe at the most, as much as life as I could get out of the engine. And so yeah, I'm going to connect it there. I just kind of laid it out, roughly laid it out so you guys can see. And it's going to connect, of course, to my catalytic converter. Got it backwards, by the way, I think. No, yeah, it goes like that. And of course I'm going to have to cut it. I'm going to cut it right in there. Of course this is going to take some modifying because it's not one of those where it bolts right up to this Dynomax turbo muffler cutback exhaust that I bought as a kit. Well, anyways, it's going to connect there. Of course there's the bung for the other O2 sensor, the downstream. I'm going to go back. Keep in mind it's 2.5-inch exhaust. It goes all the way back. Couldn't get it to go in right there. That's what she said. Anyhow, but it got bent during shipping a little. So anyways, I'm gonna have to get a what the hell you call it, a pipe extender or exhaust expander. And yeah, this Dynomax kit comes with the saddle clamps for the connections. I really don't like them, but I guess it'll work for now. It'll be fine. And it goes back and it dumps into dual tips, which I might put the old tips that I have on right now onto those. Not sure yet. And of course, again, my exhaust. So yeah, just stay tuned and I'll keep you posted on how this comes out. I went ahead and mocked it all up so you guys could see. Thinking about painting my tubes before I even install them. Not quite sure. What's your guys' opinion on this? Really don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it, but it's gonna be a lot of work for this exhaust to paint it all the way back. But of course I also want it to last last me a good minute, so we shall see. Leave a comment, let me know what you think, if I should paint it or not. And so yeah.